Should you go out and buy the Insta360 X5? Well, before we kick things off, I should mention to you guys that this video is not sponsored by Insta360. So smashing that like button and subscribing to my channel would really help out a lot. And so this is just an honest review because I've owned the Insta360 X5 now for about a month. And I've made a few videos about it on this channel that you guys might have already watched. And so I want to tell you what I love about the Insta360 X5. What I love about the Insta360 X5 is that I was finally able to scratch an itch that I had for a really long time. Yes, because this Insta360 X5 is the first Insta360 camera that I've ever owned. Now, here's the thing. I have made a few videos about the X5 on this channel. And you guys might have watched one of my popular videos, which was comparing the low light mode in night, the X5, to the DJI Action 5 Pro. Now, here's the thing. There are things to consider before purchasing the X5. And if you're planning to buy the Insta360 X5 to replace your traditional action camera, your point and shoot action camera, your DJI Action 5, then you might want to hold off on replacing that or selling that to buy the X5. Now, if you want to buy the Insta360 X5 to add to your camera arsenal, to have an additional camera, to get cool 15-second or 30-second clips at various different angles that you wouldn't be able to get with a traditional point and shoot action camera, then yes, that is the reason why you would want to buy the Insta360 X5. And going out and replacing your traditional camera or selling your previous action camera to buy this is probably not something you want to do, because yes, you can pay upwards to about $1,000 for the Insta360 X5 if you're wanting to buy accessories like maybe a case, a micro SD card, maybe you want the selfie stick, the 3-meter selfie stick, then yeah, you're gonna be paying around $1,000 for this camera. But again, there are things that you wanna consider. So what I love about the Insta360 X5 is you've got your phone app software. So Insta360 has their own software. So this is one big thing that you want to consider. So what I love about the Insta360 X5 is that because I've got software, you've got the app on your phone, you can actually connect directly to the Insta360 X5 and you can export your videos directly to your phone and you can edit it there in your application on your phone and you can have it on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever in a matter of minutes. And what's really cool about this is because it's a 360 video, right? So it's interactive and you can move the screen, right? So when editing the video, there's actually a feature that you push tracking and you choose the object you want to track. For instance, if you want to track you, so that the camera will always find you no matter what angle you're in. So you can like fling the camera around you in a circle or just hold it down by your side or hold it in your back or hold it in your front. But whatever motion you make with your hand, the camera is going to track you. And you edit that in your phone in the app and you transfer that to your phone. But when you transfer that to your phone and you upload that onto, let's say, Instagram, your Instagram Reel or TikTok, Instagram doesn't actually recognize a 360 video. So that's why that tracking feature is really great, because the camera will always track you. Because when you send that edited video to Instagram, what you're gonna see is that video and the camera always tracking you, because it's not interactive when it's on Instagram. For instance, if I were to edit this video on the software, so Insta360 has their own software that you have to download on your computer. You get it from insta360.com, whatever, if you're using Mac or you're using PC, right? Now, here's the thing about editing on your computer. So if you're editing it on your computer and you are watching my video on YouTube, let's say you are watching a 30-minute video, then it would be interactive. and you can move the screen and you can see behind me, you can see in front of me, above me, below me, whatever, what have you. Any angle you wanted to watch the video on, you can move it because it's interactive. Now, here's the thing about that. If you're planning to shoot a 30-minute video, then you want one continuous clip. Because if you're planning to, let's say, shoot a 2-minute clip, and then a 5-minute clip, and then a 15-minute clip, and then another 13-minute clip, and you've shot now about 4 or 5 clips, and you're wanting to make a 30-minute video, you may run into some difficulties on the software because the software is a little bit limited. So if I were to add those videos together in the software, then the video would no longer be interactive. So the only way that you're gonna get an interactive video that you can move on the screen is if it's one single clip and there's no editing involved, because you can't really put any writing in your 360 video because then the writing would be here, and if you're gonna move the screen, then the writing would be distorted, right? So the software doesn't actually allow you to do that. However, if you're using, let's say, Adobe Premiere Pro or Apple's Final Cut Pro, and you edit it in there, and you know how to add 360 VR video to the metadata, then you can do that, but the video won't turn out so well because, again, if you're editing a video and you're putting text in your 360 video, if it's interactive and you're moving it, then the text is gonna be distorted. So it's all about single continuous clips. So editing video and putting 2 or 3 multiple 360 videos together is not gonna work. And so again, the best reason why you're buying the Insta360 camera is not to replace any other cameras, but to get those cool 15 or 30-second clips that you're not able to get with a traditional action camera. And if you go into the mindset of that's what you're buying the Insta360 for, then you won't be disappointed. However, if you're buying it or you have bought it to replace your previous action camera, which is a traditional point and shoot, you may be a little bit disappointed. And so, yes, it's all about what you plan to use the camera for. And so if you watch any of my other videos, there are a number of reasons why I love the Insta360 X5. And it's great in low light, and you've got a better battery. So it is an upgrade from the X4, although I did tell you guys at the beginning of the video, this is the first Insta360 camera that I own. So I can't say personally, but what I've read and I've watched other reviews, that it's much better in low light. And we've tested it. I tested it towards the X5 and it's very nice, clear video at 8K 30 at nighttime. And it's also got a really good battery. So if you guys watched my other video, I actually ran a test and I went walking with the Insta360 continuously, and I got up to about an hour and 20 minutes with only 9% battery left, and the camera did not overheat and it did not power off. It was a little bit hot to touch, but it did not overheat and it did not power off. And that is really great. And so those are things to consider, of course. So now that we've gotten the mindset of why you're buying the camera, to get those maybe 15, 30 second, 1 minute clips that you want to use, once you get past that, there are other reasons to love this camera. Long battery health, it does not overheat, and it's pretty good at low light. 8K 30, that video I also shot 1 hour and 20 minutes was at the top peak setting, 8K 30 frames per second. So if you want to buy a camera to add to your arsenal, your bag of action cameras, and get those really cool clips, then yes, the Insta360 camera is for you. The X5 is for you. Definitely an upgrade from the X4. However, don't go out selling your DJI Action 5 Pro or any other action cameras that you used previously before this for this X5 to replace it, because you might be disappointed. But if you take all of that stuff into consideration, you will love the Insta360 X5. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for more videos. smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna cut this video before I start rambling and repeating myself over and over again about this X5. But yeah, catch you guys in the next one.